Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Vrachadana. Styling, it's okay. I'm serious. Nandana Sadaranjana. Amunatira Vanachari. Amunatira Vanachari. Vihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo. Subal Gopal, Brahmachari ki, my savior. Thank you. Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are so happy and lucky to be here in holy Simhachala this morning, reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Grantaraj, the king of all scriptures, Canto 4, Chapter 9, Dhruva Maharaj returns home, and text is 28. So I tell you, this Sanskrit verse is really tongue twister. So I tried my best, but I hope you're going to do it better than me to read this Sanskrit verse. So the verse goes, Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat param padam harer Maya vinastat charanarajitam Maya vinastat charanarchanarjitam Labdvapya siddhartam itvaika janmana Labdvapya siddhartam itvaika janmana Katansva atmanam Manyatartavit Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat param padam harer Maya vinastat charanarjitam Ya vinastat charanarchanarjitam Labdvapya siddhartam viveka janmana Katansva atmanam jatartavit Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat param padam harer Maya vinastat charanarchitam Maya vinastat charanarchanarchitam Labdvapya siddhartam iveka janmana Katansva atmana atmanyatartavit. Please. Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat paramparat parer Maya vinastat charanachanarjitam Labdvapya siddhartam avekanatina Katansva atmanam amanyatartavit. Anyone else brave to try? Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat param padam harer Maya vinastat charanachanarjitam Labdvapya siddhartam viveka janmana Katansvam atmanam atmanyatartavit. My beautiful ladies. Vidura uvacha Sudurlabham yat param padam hare Maya vinastat charanarajitam Labdvapya siddhartam ivaika janmana Katatmasvam atman amanyatartavit. Thank you. Now we go to the word by word. Please repeat after me. Vidura uvacha. Vidura continued to inquire. Sudurlabham. Very rare. Yat. That which. Paramam. Is the supreme. Padam. Situation. Harehe. Of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maya Vinaha. Very affectionate. Tat. His. Charana. Lotus feet. Archana. By worshipping. Arjitam. Achieved. Labdva. Having attained. Api. Although. Asida artam. Not fulfilled. Iva. As if. Eka janmana. What do you think? Eka means and janmana. So, in the duration of one life. So you was very correct. One word, one life. Eka janmana. Katam. Why? Svam. Own. Atmanam. Heart. It's here. Atmanam is translated as a heart, but Atman. We can. It's a more. In different contexts, it can be explained as translated as a soul, isn't it? And sometimes even as a mind, as well. So here is a heart. Amanyata. He felt. Artavit. Being very wise. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Vidura inquired, "My dear Brahmana, the abode of the Lord is very difficult to attain. It can be attained only by pure devotional service, which alone pleases the most affectionate, merciful Lord." I want to read this again, just these attributes to our Lord. The most affectionate, merciful Lord. This is our Lord. Dhruva Maharaja achieved this position even in one life. Even shorter. Who knows how long Dhruva Maharaj did the tapasya? 6 months. So Dhruva Maharaj attained in 6 months. Something what is sudurlabham, very difficult to attain. And he was very wise and conscientious. And he was very wise and conscientious. Why then was he not very pleased? So this is our Vidura ask. Vidura asked who? Maitreya. So this is now conversation Vidura asking Maitreya. So purport. Saint Vidura's inquiry is very relevant. The word Artavit, which refers to one who knows how to discriminate between reality and unreality, it's very significant in this connection. And Artavit is also called Paramahamsa. A Paramahamsa accepts only the active principle of everything, just as a swan accepts only the milk from a mixture of water and milk. A Paramahamsa accepts only the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his life and soul. And the sentence needs this part of sentence. I really want to read it again, just to understand who is really Paramahamsa. A Paramahamsa accepts only the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his life and soul. neglecting all external material things. Dhruva Maharaj was in this category. So our little prince, Dhruva Maharaj, was a Paramahamsa in this point. And due to his determination, he achieved the result he desired. But still, when he returned home, he was not very pleased. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sudhe Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. This is a big question. Our little prince get all. So it's not only material thing, what was his first aspiration, but he get much, much more. So why? He was still not very pleased. What do you think, dear devotees? Isn't this unusual? Any thoughts? So well. It's a beautiful answer and very correct answer. Thank you, Subal Gopal Brahmachari. Yes, actually what he was not very pleased, as here Srila Prabhupada translated to us, it's not about what he gets, but his attitude. Like, why he was performing his sadhana, strict sadhana in service. So he was not pleased with himself. And so what has happened to Dhruva? Because in the beginning, he want what he wanted in the beginning. Like why he started this journey of self-realization, like a small boy. What he wanted. Yes, kingdom larger than his father and his great-grandfather, it was a Brahma. You know, so he was very ambitious, isn't it? It's a childish ambition, you know, how to get something in material world more than what Brahma have, because Brahma is the creator, like a constructor, second creator of this universe. So, hey, Dhruva, don't you ask a little bit too much, you know? But, and like after his really severe, like sadhana, what's happened? Yes. Dhruva Maharaj had a darshan of the Vishnu. So that means Lord was very, very, very pleased to him, because here we say he attained something sudurlabha, something what is very difficult to achieve for anyone. So he achieved the biggest, the best. And in his prayers to the Lord, did he mention his material desires? No, he didn't. Why? I mean, he started this journey to get a kingdom bigger than his great-grandfather. So now Lord is in front of him and he can say what he really wants. But what he asked for, he made a series of like beautiful, deep philosophical prayers about glory and different aspects of the Supreme Lord. And in last verse, like on the end of his prayers, he asked for what? Yes? Yes. He asked for the association of the pure devotee and the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, service to the Lord's lotus feet, which Shri Shri Pralad Lakshmi Nishimho Dev Bhagavan Ki. So our Dhruva Maharaj asked for a pure devotional service, which he said it's much better than any kingdom and lording over any kingdom. So what has happened in 6 months to Dhruva Maharaj, to our little prince, through his sadhana? Actually meeting his guru and then getting instruction and then following very strictly his instruction. What happened? He even didn't mention his desire. Yes, yes, yes. He developed love of Krishna. Actually, he get purified. So this is a result of meeting the spiritual master, following his instructions and sadhana we perform here. And actually that's happening to all of us every moment we are in this glorious path of bhakti yoga. So every moment, every time we just see this beautiful Lord, when we hear this bell, when we smell this incense, actually we get little by little more purified. And our desires are changing, isn't it? So maybe in the beginning, like, we was attracted to this process from different reasons, and then we start to practice, but it was so many kind of unusual thing, you know, why these devotees doing these things. I mean, nobody does like that. I was just a few days ago trying to explain to just one guest, like, our standard of cleanliness, and it was like, but why are you taking more than one shower a day? You know, like, isn't it one shower a day? I think the one shower a day is enough. I said, okay. So I saw there is no space. I could go further to that. But I reflected on the way that is like, I was probably like this in the beginning as well. Like, you know, one shower. I mean, why more? You know. But by the time it's natural for devotees, like, you know, like, first whenever you go, you look where is the bathroom when it can take a shower, you know, like, and like purify yourself from outside, because we want to be pure from outside and from the inside. So it's not only like cleanliness, but like maybe in the beginning, it's feeling like we're making a big step changes, because we need to change our life habits, which they are very, very different than what we practice as a devotee, no? From our dress to our behavior to the opposite sex to our diet, no? We used to behave differently, isn't it? It's just we grew up in a surrounding when we were normal, and now everything what was normal, we need to adjust to the new normal. But after the time, it's just like we cannot live different, no? It's like, not that we have to take a shower, but we just don't feel comfortable if you don't take a shower, isn't it? It doesn't feel right, no? It doesn't feel same, no? As well with other, like diet, you know, like what is better than Krishna Prasadam? Is that austerity? Yes, our austerity of the tongue is to take Krishna Prasadam. But is it anything better than Krishna Prasadam cooked by Paramahamsa Gora? So there is like we change. So here we're changing through this process, and maybe at the moment we feel okay. Now we change the like gross external thing, and okay, I keep practicing because I don't know nothing better to do. But do I really progress? I tell you, yes, definitely yes. And that is look like in the beginning like we're going faster because we rapidly like and drastically changing our lifestyles. This is visible, but through the time practicing devotional service, especially being in the midst of devotees, especially being on such an elevated holy dham as a Simhachala, especially seeing the Lord every day, subtle changes happen in our heart, no? So it's not that we are stagnating, but our purification is subtler and subtler, you know. So we're changing from within, and maybe it's not visible to others, but we know as well. Like I don't know if it's happening to you, but to me, it's happening regularly. When I remembering some of my behavior to the other people, I feel really deep regret. Like Dhruva Maharaj here, I don't feel good. I think like, oh Lord, why I did like this? But in that moment was maybe not, I didn't feel like what other people feel. And I didn't understand that I hurting someone. But now with a more purified vision, I see this person as well have feelings. And maybe I had my agenda, but you know, like, and maybe I can justify even my behavior. But it still make me like not very pleased, as here Srila Prabhupada say. So this means like a subtle purification going on, and I have like more of this equality of our dear Lord. But here in a verse he says he's the most affectionate. So it means he loves us all, you know. He loves us all. And then as we getting more purified, we're developing as well that vision. He loves me, you know. But he loves all his parts as well. So he loves us all. And if I cannot love the other of his parts, you know, like, how can I say I love him, you know? I believe it's called on the parallel track, you know, developing a love of God. It's a developing love for all of his parts. And this what is happening in each of us on different degrees through this most beautiful process of bhakti yoga. Because in the beginning, what triggered our Dhruva to went to the dangerous forest of Madhuvan? Why he went to the forest? He was angry. Why he was angry? That someone treat him wrong. Very good. And who was that who treated him wrong? his stepmother, yes, but what was more painful? Very well, that his father didn't react. So actually what was most painful for the small little prince Dhruva, it was that his father didn't show affection to him. So that's how the story starts. So it's about affection. It's about love. So Dhruva actually, what his deepest need in this story actually is love. He wanted to be loved. He wanted affection of his father. And then as a kshatriya, he conditioned as a kshatriya, he make big determination. I want more than you have, like. So I'm going to show you. Maybe then you're going to love me. So if we are honest, this is a motivation behind all our acts, isn't it? We are still small children looking for the love and affection of our parents. But our Supreme Father, Lord, Nrsimhadev, it's a deity of Vatsalya rasa. So he is a Supreme Father, and he is most affectionate. So whatever relationship we have with our parents, today is my mother's birthday. So please, Lord, give her some bhakti. Whatever relationship we have with our biological parents, we should be sure that we have love, that we have someone who loves us unconditionally. And once, that was a moment in my spiritual life when I really experienced that. That it's like what I'm doing here. It's not that I'm trying to shed off the layers of my impurities and my anarthas to be able to love God. But actually, all the way along, I am loved. I am loved by Him in each and every state. And that was a big change in my life, in my devotional life, in my life, my existence, myself, to be loved. It's a big. And I had one Chaturdashi here when I realized after coming year after year, I think same faces every year, So what does it mean? Actually, all these devotees coming from all the sides of Europe and the world, sometimes even devotees from America come, they are actually dear devotees. Everyone here is especially invited by the Supreme Lord. So then, that moment, I changed my attitude for everyone who is here, because it's specially invited by Him. It's not a place which you just come by the way, you need to make a certain effort to come to this place. But motivation is it's invitation from Him. So from that moment I always pray, oh Lord, can you put me on your guest list for the next festival? I really want to be with the devotees, with your devotees. And then as well, it's treating each person who came here, like a special specially invited by the Lord to be here. As well, it's changed my attitude to the devotees around here. And then it's not only devotees, they are guests as well. There are guests coming just for one darshan and coming all the way, like traveling 8 hours just to have a darshan of the Lord. So are there less devotees than we devotees who are staying here permanently? It's different relationship, but they make a certain effort to come. As well, our dear volunteers, actually they make a effort to come here, and they can choose any place to do volunteering, isn't it? And just our nice girls we have at the moment here, they make a long journey to come here, like 30 plus hours bus drive. It's not like just volunteering, you know. For volunteering, they could choose place 2 hours drive from there. So they came here. They made effort to come here. So not by accident. So they are not devotees. They are dear to Lord very much. They make effort. It's not so, and I love this volunteer program because it's make people more comfortable to come here. It's not so easy to to knock the door on some kind of dangerous cult door, you know, and get in, and you feel attraction to it. But in media, you hear all kind of strange things about people doing strange things in a strange organizations, and you feel a little bit scared. But there is something inside you really wanna, you wanna really see. There is call from inside, but still, and as well, how will they accept me? I am not like them, you know. So this volunteer program is kind of bridge when they feel comfortable to come. I'm just volunteer here, but actually must be some deep spiritual desire in which brought them here. So and we just can try to facilitate their best experience to please the Lord, who is the most affectionate to them as well. So I really like this volunteer, so-called volunteer program, you know, because it's as well a way to get closer to Lord, and as well it's a big purification for them to be in such a society. Like we have our ways of living, and they coming from completely something different. But they are brave. I respect them and appreciate them for their bravery to come. And I'm sure Lord wants them as well. I want to mention one devotee, Croatian devotee. Is it anyone here knows him, Vamsivata? So he was serving here when it was really, really tough. So in the time there was no human resources, was very, very little devotees. So there is these few devotees, glorious devotees who stay here all the time. Our sisters, Sakila Prabhu, Suchitra and her sons, you know, so that was all at that moment. And he was here serving in a long cold winters with no volunteers at that time, and very, very, very little budget. It was like on the urge, they kind of was difficulty to maintain this place, you know, so shall we sell it, or, you know. So he served in that time, So for that reason, he's very dear to the Lord. He is Avadut, very special soul. But very Krishna conscious soul, like. So last time I saw him was just after Gorpunim in Vrindavan. So was a feast for His Holiness Kadamba Kanana Maharaj Ki Jai. So Kadamba Kanana Maharaj just passed away, but he well organized his feast for after his departure, and was really, really good feast. Like in India, my biggest austerity is I cannot eat chili. This so hot food. So there is rarely anything I can eat there. No. So, but that feast was like a best Western Sunday feast. Like wow. And like was served on beautiful way. The preparation, everything was tasty. It was in quantity as much you want. And on the end, we got package of Krishna Balaram. That was in Krishna Balaram Mandir. Krishna Balaram sweets to take away with us. So it was full treat. Everyone was very happy and very satisfied. And we all kind of, after the feast, floating in a bliss of remembering His Holiness Kadamba Kanana Maharaj and hearing his kirtans in a courtyard and hanging around still like wow, this is so beautiful. And then I saw our Vamsivata Avadut. And he was sitting there reading the Riječke novine, there's some Croatian newspapers, And next to him was one Indian gentleman. And Vamsivata is 108% Krishna conscious. So I'm sure out of, in these Croatian newspapers, he finds something relevant to preach to his Indian friend, So I was happy to see him, so I approached them, and our Vamsivata said me, "Oh, you know what happened to me? Actually, I came here for a short time, but somebody who was booking me ticket make a longer date, so I staying here long in India, much longer than I planned, So that was very much him. And then he said, "You know what? Oh, this is my friend Rudra. We have the same name. He's Rudra, and I'm Vam Shiva Ta." I said, "Wow, Vam Shivata." And we had fun. But last year, after I came back from here, back to Croatia, that was in September, I get the news that Vam Shivata is on a list of missing people. So there was, yeah, Petra? And there is no news about him already from that time. So we don't know actually what happened. Last thing, he was visiting some devotees close to the Zagreb. And after that, nobody heard anything of... and I would just check with the devotees in Croatia, is it any news? So far, nothing. Do you know anything more, Petra? No. Petra is from the town where this devotee is from. So I was want us all to maybe say one or two or three. You can choose how many Mahamantras for our Vamsivata, because it's mystical what's happened to, Croatia. It's not so big country that you can, get lost. It's not India, so, but nothing of him, of his car. So I really beg you, if you can, what shall we say, three Mahamantras for our Vamshivat Avadut. So Lord, can you please accept our Maha Mantras and put on account of Vamsivata. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, dear devotees. Actually, it just came to my mind one occasion when I get purified on the festival here, big time, and I came here and I get sick. So my 4 days of festival, I was in a bed, in a pain. And was kind of feel, but Lord, I want to be down, with the devotees, and I want to see his most spectacular abhisheks, and I want to see those darshan and like roaring with the devotees in a kirtan, why? Why I'm here suffering. But then by his mercy I understood, this is the way I need to be purified this time. So it was his mercy as well. So I'm thankful for, because being sick on the holy dime like this, in a time of Chaturdashi, as well it's not by accident. It's his affection as well, no? So I have I'm thankful for that as well. And once I came with a girl from Amsterdam, and she was in a kind of techno scene, and that was hard, sharp, fast beats, loud, and they are taking lots of substances to can go for night and then day and then night, and so they are using things to can dance longer, And she came with me. And after this festival, she decided to chant 60 rounds. And her reason was I never saw people dancing so much without taking any chemical substances. That was her motivation, She said, I never saw such a thing. But that was her external reason, but internally it's happened probably much, 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 much more. I think that year we had our Utsava, Lord Nrsimha, outside, and we could all bathe. I remember standing in the queue and bathing. So I think she get a big fortune of bathing, Lord Nrsimha Dev. So it's happened lots. But that was her mental kind of reasoning. Why now she changed her heart? No? Why she want to do this? Why she believe in this process? Thank you, dear devotees. Now is a little time if you wanna a little bit add something, a little share something, if you wanna ask something. A year ago, immediately after he left, that was the feast, no? That was the feast, yeah. It was really nice. Was it the day after, she was there? Yeah, that was the morning was in Krishna Balaram in a courtyard. We have Smaranam, remembering, yes. Keshava Maharaj was there dancing in a kirtan, yeah. And then the yoga god brothers and god sisters, they served the feast. It was really, yes. For me, it was wow, I was,
Was this year for the Samadhi installation, you also for the Samadhi installation this year, he also made a feast. He had planned. He left a year ago, but he still planned this whole thing. Still happening. Guru Maharaj was like that. He planned the whole thing actually, even how the Samadhi should look like, who should say what, who is doing what.
And he made a menu for this feast. I heard as well.
Yeah, menu exactly for also this year.
Detailed.
Yeah.
So it was a wow. Kadambakana Maharaj ki jai ho. Bolo. Anything else? Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Grantaraj ki jai, Little Prince Dhruva Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Nishima Devi ki